shoulder, right?
Yeah, that was my good one.
Thanks, everybody.
Ian, I've known Ian all his life. Share what's been going on in your life the last couple of years, Ian.
Last 3 years I was at Ball State University, Muncie, Indiana, and I was pursuing an entrepreneurship degree. While I was there, I turned a long-term hobby of mine, web development, web design. When I say that, it's a lot of things, but really anything you do on the internet really falls under that category. I work with a lot of great people in Indianapolis, and since I was an entrepreneurship major, basically I got the ball rolling before my senior year, which is where they help you build your business. And I talked to my professors, and they said, Ian, you should either go full-time with it and come back to school or stay in school and put it on hold. And this ball was rolling. It was rolling fast. So now for the last year, since January 3rd, I started Indianapolis Web Company. Been in Indianapolis since then, and it's been going real well.
How long you been developing websites?
2004, I built my first website to sell some T-shirts me and a buddy made. So
how old were you?
I was pretty young.
How old are you now?
I'm 21 years old now, and I was probably 13 years old. So it's been a while.
You are an entrepreneur, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, cool. What do you think of Mom and Dad?
Well,
tell the folks that don't know you who your mom and dad is and how long you've known them.
Well, my parents are Dr. John and Nina Golden, as you probably all know them. I've grown up in Orenda. I was so young, and before that, there was other companies my parents worked for. My dad's been in integrative wellness since before I was born. You guys may have heard the story of my brother Ben. He had cancer when he was young, which led my dad to this type of medicine, natural stuff. I wasn't even born when my brother had cancer, but he's still here now and really healthy and stuff. So in response to what my parents have done for me, I mean, that call lines up perfectly with what they've done. And that's what I was thinking the whole time is they always told me, do what makes you happy, do what you want in the long term. And really, I had the confidence to take a break from school because I was like, well, I could either keep rolling with this and, build what I want to, live the lifestyle I want to, similar to the Orenda lifestyle, freedom, choice when I wake up, control of my day. I put it on hold and they were behind me 100%.
So now you're the youngest of the three boys.
That's correct.
And we've been talking about you becoming a millionaire by the time you're 25.
That sounds great to me.
I have that confidence in you. Tell me a little bit about your confidence. You, 21 years old, I didn't have that confidence like that till I was about 40.
Well, that goes back to what I was saying. I had I have one of the best support teams you could ever ask for at home. My parents, and this goes back to Orenda. When I was young, I played a lot of tennis. Tennis isn't the cheapest thing to travel and play. My parents were able to. My mom was at every tennis tournament for me because of Orenda. My brothers went to college. She tells that story too on her phone. I know all the stories by heart, guys. I grew up in the office with her. She went to all their tennis tournaments in college because she had the freedom. Same thing as I was traveling in high school. Even my dad was able to free up time because of Orenda, and he's a real busy physician. So. That's put a lot of confidence in me. I got a great support team in Indianapolis. I'm working with some of the best guys in web development now, some of the newest stuff. So anything I can't do, they can do better. And they're there for me. It works really similar to Orenda. They have their own businesses. When I come to them, we build each other's businesses. So, work together. And it's the people around me that really give me this confidence, truthfully.
I want to jump back a little bit so these guys are clear. Your mom and dad were only in one company. They were like third or fourth level to me, but you always hear me talking about chasing the business and reaching down, watching who's down there to put your arm around. around them. And that's what I did with John and Nina 20 years ago. And we've talked pretty much every day for 20 years. They were active in BodyWise, the company I was with, and in the beginning they really rocked because of their heart and their passion, their hard work. They had some $5,000-$6,000 checks, and they were involved there for 10 years. And the company really wasn't going anywhere, though. It was they made changes in the compensation plan and took money away from you guys, me, her selling products, you know, and put it into bigger checks. And it didn't work out. I quit working. I'd been involved for 10 years, and I quit working for 2 years and really enjoyed the freedom of network marketing. And my biggest checks then were low 30s, 30,000 a month, so $1,000 a day, 7 days a week, sleeping, playing. It was fun, you know. But it had dwindled down because of what nothing was growing to 12, 13, 14,000 a month. So I'm ready to downsize my home and not work anymore. And I had with his dad. I told his dad, I said, I want to get on growth hormone. Mine helped my immune system that was attacked. I'm not going to say what it was because we're going to put this on tape or on Facebook and our website. Anyway, that changed my life. And I heard George was working with the best researchers in the world in a natural way to wake up your pituitary and get it working just right. And I called George. A few days later, I was on a plane, flew to San Diego. I called his mom, told him what I was doing, and she called John. He was there with a bunch of other docs in a course with Andrew Weil. And Nina never called John and said, pulled him out of the class. And she said, I think you owe it to your family to go look and see what Randy's looking at with George. And your dad and I and George and Bob met at the San Diego airport at McDonald's. And we didn't meet there for lunch or dinner. We met there because it was a convenient place to eat. And George and Bob gave your dad a stack of research like this. John had been away from his practice for a week. And if you want an appointment there, it's tough to get in if you're a new patient. I mean, I would say he's one of the top 5 integrative wellness MDs in the country. I trust him with my life. He's about the only physician I do. So when I go to the doctor, I fly to Midway and drive 140 miles for my appointment because I know he cares and I know he's spectacular. Well, my ID number is 1006. I think your mom's is 1010. So she was like the fourth person that signed up. But John had been away for a week, really busy, went home and stayed up all night looking at this research, so fired up. And then they put Ben on the products. He was fired up about the immune and just the whole thing. Tell me, Ian, what you saw with your brother and his challenges.